Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth, looking at about 70 to 75, mostly cloudy. Might have a peak of sunshine at some point. Our final night, Cedar Beach in Babylon, Salt Shack, our final Monday tonight. Southbound performs. You got the volleyball leagues there on the sand. Beautiful beach, food, drink, big dance floor. We want to see you out there at Salt Shack, our final Monday there, because reminder, the countdown is on. We're 7 days away to our Clam Jam next Monday, Labor Day Monday.
Clam Jam.
Huge day at Dublin Deck. That'll be next Monday to end the summer, and that's a big party. It's like an old country fair. We're going to have 1,000 free clams, 300 free T-shirts, 2 bands, and yeah, get that up on socials for you 7 days away from that. But tonight, it is Salt Shack. Cande, let's start here with me finishing up my weekend. So earlier in the show, and remember, the recap will always be up later today at licountry.com. You can listen. Cande discussed her weekend, got to see her little grandbaby, Maeve, so cute.
Oh, the best baby in all the world.
And I gave you my Friday. I had a record rep from Nashville come in, and me, Leah, my oldest daughter, and this person, we drove around the Hamptons. They wanted to see the Hamptons. They'd never been, so we did that. Now on Saturday, very busy, Cande. Tennis to begin the day. Leah had tennis practice with her team on Saturday. Then I was out at Smithtown Kia for a great car dealership appearance. They are fantastic out there, by the way.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, right on Middle Country Road, Smithtown Kia, St. James. They were great. They actually had a barbecue going, burgers and dogs and stuff.
Wow, that must have served you like the king you are.
Listen, you want to, get to my heart. Absolutely. And voice lessons for Elijah Saturday afternoon.
How did that go?
All right. So, he's been taking some
He sings everywhere.
Well, right. He's been taking saxophone lessons to try to catch up because he switched instruments, okay? So, he sings for years now. All he does at home is sing. He doesn't shut up. He just...
So what do? You get him singing lessons.
So I took him for his very first voice lesson. I don't even want to call it singing lessons because this is not about him becoming a singer, a famous singer. This is him learning his voice. I want to see what's up with his voice because look, Cande, we're in the music business, and I can tell you, this kid has a good voice. I know it.
All right. Okay.
And he's into it. He thinks it's fun. So take him to the voice lesson. It's a half hour. And me and Leah are sitting there. And we can hear it's not a soundproof room. So through the door, we can hear a little bit of him doing scales and stuff. And then she must have asked him, hey, what's your favorite songs? You want to sing your songs? I want to, hear your voice, whatever. He sung for the next 20 minutes with breaks. Wait, hold on. For the next 20 minutes with breaks and some intervening from the teacher, he sung 5 to 6 different Taylor Swift songs.
Oh.
Yes. And so the lesson is over. She comes out and she goes, I have to tell you, he has like perfect pitch. You're right.
Wow.
Yeah. She goes, his voice is really good. And she goes, how does he know every word to every Taylor Swift song? I said, well, we are Swifties. The whole family is Swifties. I don't know what to tell you. So she thought it was great. She was impressed. And next week he goes for his next lesson. So,
well, that was very productive. Very good.
Yeah.
I was in the car with him, and I had to pick him up at the train and whatnot, and he was singing Taylor Swift. That was on the radio, and he knew all the words.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I'm not that good at it. I'm sure you know all the words, but I'm a little behind the times.
I know a lot of the words, but yeah, no, he knows every single word. He could tell you every track on every Taylor Swift album in order, like it's a whole thing. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was very productive on Saturday. And then yesterday, a big day at the house. I refilled the hot tub yesterday.
Oh, that is big.
I did the chemicals. Then Dana had a new desk she wanted put together for a computer. So I said, you know what? All right, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. My father-in-law helps me with the pieces. It was very heavy. So me and him carry the pieces downstairs. And then he's sitting watching TV. And I'm starting to put this desk together. And there must be 100 pieces to this desk. And the little nuts and bolts and screws and things and everything. I knew putting this together in front of him, there's no way he'd be able to sit still and watch the horror that is me trying to put this together.
Good move.
Right.
You're using one of my moves now.
So, now, let it be known, and you know this, Cande, I have put together a lot of different things in this house, and it might take me, 4 or 5 hours. I'll sit there, but I'll look at the directions, I'll go slow, I'll get it done. This one was overwhelming. He gets off the couch within 5 minutes. He cannot stand what he's looking at. He gets off the couch, and me and him had this desk finished in about an hour, Cande.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sitting there. You know the directions that come with these pieces, right?
Yeah, they never make sense, do they?
Okay, so this was like a book. There were 25 steps. It was a whole to-do. I'm sitting there reading like step 3 and we need board C1 and G2. So he looks at the boards. I'm sitting there trying to figure out which screws to use. He doesn't even need the paper. He he goes, no, we need these. We're going to put this. And it matched up to what was in the directions. I was like,
Thank God for the artist known as Tony. You'd still be putting that thing together. I'm surprised you're not yelling, what did she order this for? Why is she always ordering things I have to put together? None of that came out of your mouth?
There was about 10 minutes of time where me and my father-in-law were both cursing at the sky, saying stuff like, she doesn't need... By the way, it wasn't expensive. It was about $150.
Of course not, because you have to put it together.
Right. I have to say, the desk is pretty nice, and for $150, it looks worth it. He goes, why couldn't she go to Costco and get a $40 folding table? What do you need?
Exactly. Exactly.
So there was a moment. Now, here was the payoff. As we're finished, and she could not believe how quickly we got it done, she goes, what do you guys want for dinner? Whatever you want, go get it. I'll cook anything. It's on me tonight, she said.
Oh.
So he says he wants pork chops on the barbecue.
All right.
I said, how about some skirt steak? But then I go upstairs and I ask the kids, and Abigail says, well, if we're barbecuing, I want hamburgers. And that changed everything.
Oh.
I did away with the skirt steak. I got the pork chops. I went and got burgers. There is a payoff to this story, by the way.
I hope so.
I went and got these burgers that had this really cool-looking cardboard container in the meat section, and they looked fancy. I got the burgers. I got the cheese. I got the onion. I got the rolls. I got it. I come back. Dana barbecues the burgers. Cande, I am not lying when I say this. Top 3 burger I've ever had in my life.
Well, good for you.
Where'd
you buy these burgers?
I bought them at King Cullen.
Ah.
They're like, it's got a cardboard, 100% Angus beef, and the case was like cardboard. It was like Something and Sons. It started with an S. Something and Sons.
Okay.
The juice was flowing. Now, Dana's a great cook, as we know. The juices, this thing was perfectly pink. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was literally one. I'm still thinking about this burger from last night. That's how good the hamburger was. So,
well, I'm so happy for you. And how were the pork chops? Did you not imbibe in those two?
I had 2 burgers.
Oh.
One without bun, one with bun. And then, no, but the pork chops allegedly were pretty good. And, very busy weekend here in this house, Cande. Very
I see. I'm putting things together, cooking. riding in the car, very busy.
All right. Now, we are out of time for this break, but I have to say, 8 o'clock hour, besides the Bald and the Beautiful at 8:12, coming up at about 8:47, I got to tell you about this concierge for the rich, this story I want to tell you about. We're going to go into some of the shows we've been watching. It's time for a new episode of that because we both have found some things to watch, so we'll get into that. Your national days, your good news stories. Got a pretty good day, up to close to 75, mostly cloudy, maybe a peak of sunshine. Southbound performs for our final Monday night at Salt Shack tonight, Cedar Beach in Babylon. Let's hit the roads, My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.